Welcome to January, where we dive into the mysteries of being human. Starting with the human mystery in January, let's uncover the secrets within us.
You're standing in a crowd. Suddenly you feel dizzy. The world spins. And boom, everything goes black. Ever wonder why this happens? Let's break it down. Fainting happens when your brain doesn't get enough oxygen for a short time. Think of it like your brain hitting the pause button to protect itself. There are many triggers: standing too long, dehydration, or even strong emotions like fear or shock. Your blood pressure drops and boom, you're on the ground. But here's the thing, fainting itself isn't always dangerous. However, if it happens often, it could signal a serious issue like heart problems or low blood sugar. Don't ignore it.
Have you ever wondered why we yawn? Let me take you on a fascinating journey to uncover the secrets behind it. Discover how to get the best yawns of your life without even trying. Yawning is like your brain's way of stretching its legs. When you're tired or bored, your brain craves more oxygen. So you open wide and take a big gulp of air. It helps wake you up and keeps your brain cool, and helps to regulate your brain temp. But did you know yawning is also contagious? When you see someone yawn, your brain triggers a yawn too. It's a social bonding tool, showing empathy and connection. Yawning is tied to your brain staying alert. So next time you yawn, remember, your brain's having a mini workout. Cool, right?
Ever heard this creepy claim? Hair and nails keep growing after death. Sounds like something out of a horror movie, right? Let's dig into the truth. In reality, hair and nails don't grow after death. What happens is a trick of the eye. When someone passes away, their body loses moisture. The skin shrinks and pulls back, exposing more of the nails and hair, making them look longer. This eerie illusion is all about dehydration, not growth, so no zombie haircuts here. Fascinated by more mysteries of life and death? Stick with us for 365 days of thrilling discoveries.
Are they an accident of nature or a genetic masterpiece? Let's uncover the truth. Dimples happen because of a unique split in the facial muscle called the zygomaticus major. When this muscle pulls as you smile, it creates a charming indentation. They're often inherited, but here's the twist. Dimples can fade as you grow older because your muscle structure changes. While dimples serve no biological purpose, they're widely celebrated for the extra touch of personality they add to a smile. Wrinkles aren't just signs of aging, they're stories your skin tells. But what's the science behind them? Wrinkles form as your skin loses its ability to bounce back. Over time, collagen and elastin, the building blocks of youthful skin, break down. But it's not just time. Sun exposure, pollution, and even repetitive facial expressions play a big role. Plus, gravity constantly pulls on our skin. Fun fact: genetics influence how early or late wrinkles. Blood type might just be the key to unlocking secrets about ancient survival. Let's dive in. Different blood types evolved as humans spread across the globe. AB, and O blood types carry unique antigens, tiny markers on red blood cells that act as the body's security system. But why the variety? Scientists believe blood types helped humans adapt to diseases in specific regions. For example, type O may have offered protection against malaria, while other types fought off bacterial infections. It's like your blood is a map of ancient survival tactics passed down through generations. Your blood tells an incredible story. Stay tuned for 365 days of discoveries.
Take a close look at your fingertips. Do you realize no one in the world has the same pattern as you? Your fingerprints are entirely unique, a personal signature that sets you apart from every other human being on the planet. Let's uncover why. Fingerprints are formed in the womb around the 10th week of pregnancy. They're influenced by genetics, but even identical twins don't have the same fingerprints. What makes them unique? Tiny movements of your fingers, differences in amniotic fluid, and the unique environment of the womb all contribute to the formation of these intricate patterns. And how your skin grows, all create those ridges. And they never change. Even after burns or injuries, your fingerprints remain constant throughout your life. Nature's perfect ID card. Isn't it fascinating how something so small can be so significant? Fascinated by what makes you one of a kind. Stick with us for...
Have you ever caught someone walking around while fast asleep? What's going on there? Let's uncover the mystery. Sleepwalking happens during deep sleep, not dreaming. The brain partially wakes up, letting the body move, but the mind stays asleep. What happens if you wake them? It's not dangerous, but they'll likely feel confused and disoriented. Sleepwalking is often linked to stress, sleep deprivation, or genetics. And fun fact, most people outgrow it by adulthood. Curious about more quirky sleep facts? Ever gotten goosebumps from a song or a scary moment? Goosebumps are your body's way of reacting to strong emotions or sudden temperature changes. There's a fascinating reason behind those goosebumps. When you're cold or feel an intense emotion, your brain sends a signal to tiny muscles at the base of your hair follicles. These muscles contract, making the hairs stand up. That's what we call goosebumps. This response is a leftover survival instinct from our ancestors. Back then, when they faced danger, their body hair would puff up to make them look bigger and scarier to predators. Studies show music, art, or even memories can trigger goosebumps by activating the brain's reward center. It's your brain's way of saying, this moment is special. So, next time you feel those chills, know it's your body and brain teaming.
Ever forgotten a word mid-sentence? That's the tip of the tongue phenomenon, and it's all about how your brain retrieves information. Words are stored in a complex network of neurons, and sometimes the pathway to a specific word gets temporarily blocked. This usually happens when you're tired, stressed, or distracted. The good news? Thinking of related words can help unlock the one you're searching for. Ever had this happen? Body hair, what's the point of it? Is it useless fluff, or does it actually serve a purpose? Let's find out. Body hair might seem like a leftover from evolution, but it's still incredibly useful. Eyebrows keep sweat from dripping into your eyes. Eyelashes block dust and protect your vision. Arm and leg hair? They once helped early humans detect predators through tiny movements in the air. And those awkward patches? They release pheromones to communicate attraction. It's nature's matchmaking tool. Want more surprising truths about your body? Falling in love isn't just a feeling. It's brain chemistry in action. Your brain floods with dopamine, the feel-good chemical, making you happy and energized. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, strengthens your connection. And here's the crazy part. Scientists have even found that love deactivates the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear, which is why love can make you take bold risks. But here's the twist. Long-term love is linked to attachment and stability. Isn't love fascinating? Share your thoughts and follow for more science of emotions.
Why is it that when we cry, our nose makes that shoo-shoo sound, as if it's draining? When we cry, our nose starts to produce more mucus, and the tears from our eyes can drain into the nose. As you breathe or sniff, the air passes through the mucus in your nose, creating that shoo-shoo sound. It's just the way your body deals with extra fluids when you're emotional. Has your nose ever made this sound when you cry? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Are you ready to supercharge your health? Let's dive into some killer nutrition facts. Fact 1, spinach boosts your eyesight. Fact 2, almonds are brain food. Fact 3, avocados are heart healthy. Fact 4, blueberries fight aging. Fact 5, quinoa packs protein powder.
Have you ever heard your name, but no one's there? It's not a ghost, it's your brain. This is called an auditory hallucination. Your brain, wired to recognize your name as super important, sometimes misinterprets random sounds, especially when you're tired or stressed. Researchers believe it's tied to the reticular activating system, the part of your brain responsible for attention and awareness. Fun fact, this might be an evolutionary leftover from when our ancestors had to stay alert to survive.
Stubbed your toe recently? Let's break down how your body feels pain in seconds. Pain starts when your nerves detect damage and send a signal to the brain. Nerve endings act like sensors, picking up injury signals. They travel through your spinal cord to the brain where it says, ouch! Your brain then decides how to react, like pulling away or releasing endorphins to ease the pain. It's your body's way of protecting you from harm. Want to know more about how your body works? I'm full. I can't eat anymore? Is this you too when you're eating? Let's dive into why your body sometimes signals enough. When you eat or drink, your stomach sends signals to your brain through nerves and hormones. A hormone called ghrelin tells your brain you're hungry, but when your stomach stretches from food, it sends a message, I'm full. Similarly, with water, your brain monitors the thickness of your blood. When you're hydrated, your brain tells you to stop drinking. This system helps keep your body in balance, but overeating can mess up these signals over time. That's why listening to your body is so important. Stick around for 365 days of fascinating facts. You'll learn something new every day. Is there anything more heartwarming than a baby smiling in their sleep? But what's really going on? Babies smile in their sleep during the REM stage, the dream phase of sleep. Scientists believe these smiles aren't tied to specific dreams but are reflexive, a way the brain tests facial muscles and emotional responses. It's also a sign of healthy brain development, so next time you see a baby smiling, know that it's their brain.
Have you ever wondered why we cry during both heartbreak and happiness? What's the science behind those tears? Tears are the body's natural way of expressing intense emotions, whether it's joy, sadness, or even relief. It's a form of emotional release that helps us cope with overwhelming feelings. Crying when happy happens because your body is overloaded with positive emotions. The brain releases feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine, but the tears act as a balance to bring your emotions back to a stable level. Crying when sad is the body's way of reducing stress. Emotional tears contain stress hormones, so shedding them helps flush these chemicals out of your body, making you feel calmer. Both happy and sad crying involve the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body down after emotional highs or lows. Think of it as the body's emotional reset button. Next time you cry, remember, your body is helping you heal and stay balanced.
Feel stuck in a routine. Here's why your brain loves habits. Habits form in your brain's basal ganglia, which creates shortcuts to save mental energy. When you repeat a behavior, like checking your phone, it strengthens neural pathways, making it automatic. That's why bad habits feel so hard to stop. Breaking them requires rewiring your brain by forming new positive routines.
Powered by mirror neurons in your brain. These special cells activate when you see someone else's emotions, letting you feel their pain or joy. Empathy is a survival tool. Interestingly, research shows that people with higher empathy have more activity in the brain's anterior insula and cingulate cortex, areas linked to emotion and decision-making. Why? It's how humans build connections. It's literally wired into our biology. Think you're highly
After you die, your brain continues to work for more than 10 minutes. Despite having a functionally dead heart, your brain will continue to work. In fact, it might be the last part of your body to die. When doctors turned off life support for terminal patients declared clinically dead, the brain appeared to be active for more than 10 minutes. And when they scanned electroencephalographic (EEG) recordings in these individuals, they found striking differences between each one of them. This probably means that every one of us will go through a unique experience when we die. Moments before death, your brain receives a surge of electricity. No one knows why it happens. Even after your breathing and heartbeat stop, you are still conscious for about 2 to 20 seconds. This is because the cerebral cortex can last without oxygen. This part of the brain is responsible for thinking and decision-making. It's also responsible for converting the information gathered by our senses into action.
Hiccups, annoying but fascinating. Let's dive into the science. Hiccups happen when your diaphragm, the muscle that helps you breathe, spasms. This causes a sudden closure of your vocal cords, creating that hic sound. Fun fact, did you know that hiccups were helpful to our ancient ancestors by keeping their airways clear? So, next time you hiccup, just remember, your body's got ancient tricks up its sleeve. Stay curious, folks.
Are permanent because of the immune system. When ink is injected into the dermis, the thick middle layer of your skin, your immune cells treat it as an invader. They trap the ink in cells called macrophages, keeping it in place for life. Scars, on the other hand, form as your body quickly repairs a wound. They're like a permanent patch job, but with your skin's own material.
Have you ever noticed how certain activities seem to fall into a natural rhythm? Counting during exercise, things around you start to count too? Like everything around you is in sync with your counting. Is it just your imagination, or is something else happening? This happens because your brain focuses on the rhythm of your counting or exercise. When you're concentrating, your brain and body get into a pattern, and you start feeling like everything else is following the same rhythm. It's just your brain making a connection between your movements and what's happening around you. Has this ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments below.
Imagine being alive but unable to wake up. What's really happening to the body during a coma? Let's explore. A coma is like your brain hitting the pause button. It's caused by severe injury or illness which disrupts normal brain function, and parts of the brain like the reticular activating system, which controls wakefulness, are disrupted. The body remains alive, but the person is unconscious, unable to respond to their environment, but unconscious. Breathing and heartbeat continue, maintained by the brainstem, but higher brain functions are impaired, but reflexes may be reduced. The duration and recovery depend on the cause and the brain's ability to heal itself.
Have you ever wondered why your voice is like no one else's? It's your personal sound signature. Your voice is shaped by 3 unique things: the size and shape of your vocal cords. Longer, thinner cords create higher pitches, while shorter, thicker ones make deeper sounds. Your mouth, throat, and nasal passages act like a sound filter, giving your voice its tone. And even your breathing patterns and emotions make your voice truly yours. That's why even identical twins don't sound the same. Pretty cool, right? Want to discover more about what makes you
I
unique?
think I've been here before. Wait, has this ever happened to you? That strange feeling like you're reliving a moment? Let's uncover the mystery of déjà vu. Déjà vu means already seen in French. It's the strange feeling that you've experienced something before even though it's happening for the first time. Scientists believe déjà vu happens due to a memory mismatch in the brain. The brain accidentally processes a new experience in both the short-term and long-term memory at the same time, creating the illusion that it's familiar. It's more common when you're tired, stressed, or distracted because your brain is processing information less accurately. It could also be triggered when something in your current environment reminds your brain of a past memory, even if it's very subtle. Not exactly. It's actually a sign of your brain working efficiently to connect new information with stored memories.
I bet you didn't know why your fingers wrinkle in water. Are you baffled by why your fingers wrinkle in water? You're about to find out. Turns out those wrinkly fingers are actually a clever trick by your body. Scientists believe it's an evolutionary trait, helping us grip better in wet conditions, like tread on tires. Fun fact, only our fingers and toes wrinkle because they're packed with nerve endings. So next time you're in the bath, remember, your body's just trying to keep you from slipping. Cool, right?
Afraid of something harmless? Your brain might be tricking you. Phobias happen when your brain's amygdala, its fear center, links a scary experience to something specific like heights or animals. This is called classical conditioning. For example, if a dog growled at you as a child, your brain might overreact, thinking all dogs are dangerous. Over time, this fear sticks, even when there's no real threat. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe, but sometimes it overdoes it.
Peanuts, seafood, or milk. Why does your body overreact to harmless foods? Let's find out. Food allergies happen when your immune system mistakes certain proteins as threats. It sends out antibodies, releasing chemicals like histamine to fight off the invader. This causes symptoms like swelling, hives, or even breathing trouble. And here's a twist. No one's born with food allergies. They develop over time, often due to genetics or environment. Want to understand more about your body's mystery? What's up with that little voice in your head? It's actually doing more than you realize. Your inner voice is part of your mind's narration. It's powered by a brain region called the prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain helps you plan, reflect, and make decisions. Think of it as your personal narrator, guiding you through daily life. But here's the fascinating part. Your inner voice is actually a simulation tool. It lets you rehearse situations in your mind before acting. For example, before a big speech, you might imagine the words you'll say. That's your inner voice preparing you for success. Not everyone experiences an inner voice the same way. Some people think in pictures or abstract ideas instead of words. It's a reminder of how uniquely our minds work.
Ever heard someone say they've changed after what happened? Trauma can literally reshape personality. Here's how. Trauma rewires the brain. Stress hormones like cortisol flood the system, altering the brain's structure and function. And areas like the amygdala, your fear center, become hyperactive, and prefrontal cortex decision-making change in response. This can lead to heightened sensitivity, anxiety, and even changes in behavior, or even a more cautious and empathetic outlook. But the good news? Therapy and time can help the brain heal, allowing individuals to regain control and find new strengths, often leading to post-traumatic
30 seconds of knowledge every day. Every day I'll be posting 30-second shorts packed with fascinating facts, tips, and knowledge. In 2025, you'll dive into 12 different themes. New month, new theme, each month bringing a new set of topics to explore. Everything from self-defense and nutrition to psychology, animal facts, and more. Let's learn how to prioritize yourself, how to deal with toxic people. Do bees really have 5 eyes? And many more. Learn daily with me. Start your year strong and subscribe to Daily Curio Sam, because learning never stops. Diving into 12 unique courses, each packed with 30 to 31 subtopics designed to keep your curiosity alive and your mind sharp. Every month, we'll explore a new theme, from the cutting-edge realm of tech and AI to unraveling human mysteries. Brush up on your manner and etiquette, discover fascinating animal facts, and answer those burning what-if questions that boggle the mind. Boost your personality development, delve into the depths of psychology, and uncover practical life hacks